The Classy Gourmet, where you will learn secrets from the top chefs in the area.
And Gina Moss, the registered dietitian of Wild Oats, is here today to show us a great meatless chili.
That's right, Colleen. We are going to put together many ingredients. We're going to first start out with the tofu, which is a complete protein. Colleen, go ahead, and we've got our fire going here.
Yeah, we got that.
It comes like this.
Oil is hot.
We're going to just place those in here and saute them to get them toasted. The other ingredient we have is whole wheat berries. This is what they look like when they're dry.
Get off a nose full of grease.
And then we soak these or boil them for 1 hour because we're going to continue to cook them. 1 hour is plenty. And you can see that they're just really lovely. And we also have legumes. Now, soy is a complete protein. When you put the grain and the legumes with it, you have one protein-packed chili that has no cholesterol.
Okay, let's talk about the safety issue here. We have hot grease on the bottom of this pan, and the tofu comes packed in a water. You want to tell them about that water?
Tofu comes packed in a brine, actually.
A brine.
So when you use the tofu, you just take it out and just leave that water in there. You may want to put it on a paper towel and you just cut it.
Cut it.
You can have it smaller or larger than however you want.
But when you add it to the oil, that water creates that spark. That's why I said we got to be really careful when we start it up. But we do want that oil nice and hot because we want to brown it off.
Okay.
All right. So don't let the amount of ingredients in this recipe make you afraid to try it, okay? We're gonna get this tofu a toasting.
Okay.
At the same time, we're gonna start browning off our veggies.
Right.
So
I'll turn that on for you.
We're gonna need just a little bit more oil. Get 2 pans going.
Now remember, this is olive oil, so that's gonna be a very heart-friendly, no cholesterol oil.
That's right.
Okay, onions?
All right, onions go in, but we need that to get a little bit hotter first.
Okay.
Now what happens if you put cold, you have that and it's not nice and hot, and you don't hear that sizzle and that spark, those onions start to absorb it, and we don't want all that absorption in our bodies.
Very true.
And
I'm in a hurry sometimes.
Me too. We all are. 30 minutes. Rachel, Ray, 30 minutes or less sometimes.
That's right.
Busy moms we are.
That's right. Busy moms. Okay.
All right, I think it's good.
All right.
All right, so
there's some sizzling there.
There's sizzling going on.
Okay.
Okay, we've got our onions. Go ahead and give it a good shake.
All right. We want to get those going just a little bit. And remember, this is going to simmer together and marry together, so it doesn't have to be totally cooked in the pan.
I'm just going to flip a couple of them.
I'm going to go ahead and put these in.
Get our peppers in.
Get some peppers. You can use other kinds of peppers if you want.
That's good.
Then we want to put in our firmer vegetables first.
Carrots.
Okay.
All right.
And then we
give it a good shake and a good turn.
I've never been good at this.
You're all right.
Okay.
We just want to hear those sizzle just a bit more.
All right.
Okay, our tofu's looking real good.
We're going to add this tofu toward the end anyway.
Right. So we're just gonna get
after we've got everything assembled. So we could probably go ahead and put all the rest of it in, do you think?
I want to get the caramelization going.
Oh, okay.
See, what happens, I think a lot of people get into a rush, like you just said.
You're right.
You want those to brown just a little bit so that you bring out the sweetness in them. You know, and that's going to add another depth of flavor.
True.
You want to talk to them about, though, I've been noticing, I've been buying a lot of the organic vegetables at the Wild Oats, from bananas to the carrots, and I know they're a little bit more expensive, but you know what? They last twice as long.
And you know, they're not always more expensive. That's a common misconception about organic vegetables. When you buy in season at Wild Oats, carrots, right now, whenever the squash is in season or whenever apples, when you buy those foods in season, they will be the same price, if not lower, than others. And when you shop the ads, that's how you get the deals.
You know, that is so true. In season is one of the things the chefs in the local restaurants like to do, too. It's how they keep their food costs down, but still give you great quality and delicious. You know, if it's in season, like, it's just better quality.
That's right.
All right. Well,
and besides, wouldn't you want to pay just a few minutes more for better quality?
A few cents more for better quality. Okay, now that they're toasting off, I'm very happy about that. The tofu is looking really good. We want to add some squash, and this is a little bit different. We know we can thicken with tomato paste, but we can also thicken with natural ingredients.
That's
squash. And what a great way. Look at this. This is going to be so nice We will add a little tomato paste.
And it will add a little bit of sweetness that will help with the bite on the acid from the tomatoes.
Okay, I'm going to let you stir that around.
Alrighty.
What we've done there is we've added some tomato sauce. And this actually, what I did was yesterday I roasted off some beautiful tomatoes and then I pureed them. So that's even from the Wild Oats Market.
You can also just open a can of organic Wild Oats tomatoes.
And you can do the same. This is some of the paste. I don't want to add too much of that because go ahead and stir it up.
Okay.
Then we're going to get too much of a, careful, we're going to get too much of a tomato-based flavor. And that's what we're trying to avoid in this recipe.
Okay.
All right. What chili is complete without your lagoons? You want to tell them about this?
Okay, these are kidney beans. We actually have, for a very inexpensive amount, 89 cents a can.
Wow.
Organic legumes. These are kidney. And at this point, too, Colleen, we can go ahead and put in our wheat berries.
Go ahead, add the wheat berries.
Add half of that.
So good. Now I've also got some chilies because we want to spice this up just a bit.
These are the diced green chilies.
Diced green chilies, and they're straight out of the can. You're welcome to do the whole. I'm gonna let you stir so I'm not over that. And then we want to add some cumin. We've got about half a teaspoon of cumin. I know that's not one of your personal favorites, but
that's okay.
You know,
it gives chili the chili taste.
That's right. Okay, now I've got way more than we need. Go light on this, but the recipe calls for about two tablespoons.
That looks good to me.
And I want to make sure that everybody can see it. Look at how good that looks. You can. I think we're ready to add the rest of the tomato paste, or excuse me, the tomato sauce.
Now, sometimes in this recipe, you may notice that it gets a little thicker than you need. It is okay to add a little bit of red wine or even a little bit of beer.
Beer
and that
would be
alcohol
good.
will cook off as it simmers.
Ooh, that smells delicious.
Yeah.
I'm just going to grab some white wine, just for fun. Go ahead and stir it.
Okay, we'll stir that up.
Yeah.
I think that tofu is ready.
Looking good?
Yep.
Okay, now, I hate to go straight to the chili with all that grease. So what I'm going to do, instead of just dumping, and that's another thing that people can just, I'm going to scoop it out.
You could use a fork if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Or,
well, here's what we're going to do.
but remember that is olive oil, so it is okay.
We're going to leave quite a bit of it. Let's get this turned off. Be very bad burning ourselves. There we go. All right, Gina, give it a good stir.
You bet. Now, tofu takes on the flavor of whatever it's cooking in. And if you want to stretch that out a little further, just cut them smaller.
There you go.
Isn't that nice?
Except for
Look at the
tofu.
color in there.
It's beautiful color. Except for the tofu needing to be toasted off, which you could do in advance. This would be a one-pot wonder. I mean,
absolutely.
That's the one reason that I really enjoy having chili. Now, what we could have done is we could have done the tofu in the same pan, but you can't do that on television.
No.
It just takes too long. All right, so if you want to cut back and just do one pan, start with your olive oil, your tofu, then add your veggies in.
And then you can put a lid on there, turn the fire down, let it simmer, and it's just delicious. Yeah. It also freezes very well.
All right, Gina, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.